Right guys, welcome back to another unique golf video. Today's video is all about wedge play and why wedge play is so important. So I have three wedges in my bag: my sand wedge, my approach wedge, which is a gap wedge, and my pitching wedge. Now shots I am struggling with at the moment are the 50-yard shot up to the 80-yard shot. So to get better at wedge play, we need to know how far we hit our wedges. So for me, my sand wedge goes 100 yard, my approach wedge goes 120 yard, and my pitching wedge goes 140 yard. So I am practicing my half swings on each of them clubs. So my sand wedge, half swing, 50 yard, my approach wedge, half swing, 60 yard, and my pitching wedge, half swing, 70 yard. If you can get a good wedge game in golf, you will lower your scores dramatically, and it's knowing how far you hit your clubs. So for me, 50 to 80 yards, I really struggle with. I can fat them, I can thin them, and have no control, because with short game, it's not about power, it's about having control and some finesse in your game, and that's what it is all about with your wedge game. So I have got an alignment stick behind me about 60 yards away, and I've got my sand wedge. So I know my sand wedge, a full sand wedge, goes 100 yard. So that's my target behind me. So I'm going to see how many I can get 50 yard. Now it's a half swing. I'm working on my half swings. So we're going to look at setup. So with this shot, it's about having control and finesse. And like anything in golf, like I've said before, setup is key. So setup for me, and this is all my wedges. I've got a narrow stance, ball position, centre, weight. I've got more weight on my left side. That's to help me because I tend to lean back, and that's where my weight comes back, and that's where my thin shots come from. So narrow stance, more weight on my front foot, and half swing. A little bit long, but the strike was spot on. So narrow stance, ball position, centre. Lovely. That was lovely. It's like anything in golf. You have to practice and you have to understand what your body's doing, what your arms are doing, and what that club face is doing. Oh, lovely. It's hit another ball and ricocheted. So, wedge play. It is very, very important. And if you can nail them distances with your wedges, and you can get comfortable with the 50-yard shot, the 60-yard shot, the 70-yard shot, you will be a better player and your scores will dramatically come down. So that is my advice on becoming a better wedge player. Now, I've got a lot of work to do on this. Now we're in October, nearly November. It's the perfect time to put some practice in for the season next year. So I need to nail my sand wedges, my approach wedges and my pitching wedges. So I'm going to hit a few more here. So narrow stance. So for me, narrow stance is probably 2 club heads apart, because this is a controlled shot and we need a bit of finesse. So narrower stance, it gives me more control. I'm working on half a swing to there and turn through. Lovely. If you are struggling with your wedges, go out, take your wedges with you, find out what your full swings are, go and practice your half swings and get them distances dialed in. And like anything, you've got to practice, and you've got to know what your body's doing, what your arms are doing, and just practice and put the time in, and it will pay off. So I'll hit one more here. I'll go a bit higher, open that club face. Lovely. One thing I've noticed about wedge play as well, when you've took your shot, just keep an eye where that club face is pointing, because that's all about club face control. What I mean is, when you've took the shot, have a look. If that club face is pointing back at you, you're doing a very good job with the control of the club face. So just keep that in mind next time you go out and practice. So if you did find this video useful at all, please leave a like, please leave a comment. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.